All right, today we're not just talking about the future, we're going to build a roadmap to it. We're going to dive into this framework of really powerful questions, 26 prompts for the year 2026 that are designed to, well, pretty much reshape your life. Let's get into it. But let me start with a question for you. What if you could get personalized advice from the smartest people you admire? I'm talking about people you've maybe never even met. And what if they were available 24/7 to help you with your biggest, toughest challenges? Well, that future, it's not some far-off dream. It's already here. And the tool that makes it possible isn't magic. It's just a totally new way of thinking. And yeah, it's powered by AI. See, the real key to unlocking all this isn't having all the answers. It's about mastering the right questions. So, right off the bat, we've got to stop thinking of AI as just a fancy search engine. It's so much more than that. I want you to think of it as your own personal co-pilot, a strategic partner for your career, for your mindset, and for your day-to-day life. Basically, a partner in your own success. And look, if you take away only one thing today, let it be this. The power has completely shifted. It's not about what you know or what you can memorize anymore. It's all about strategic inquiry. Seriously, mastering the art of the prompt, well, that's the same thing as mastering your ability to get the exact outcome you're looking for. Okay, so let's get practical. How does all this actually work in the real world? We're going to start with the first big area where this AI copilot can make a huge, measurable difference: architecting your career path. Let's kick things off with a really powerful concept: the personal mentor board. Now, this is not about getting some generic cookie-cutter advice. No way. This is about asking an AI to literally simulate a conversation with your personal heroes. You know, taking everything they've ever written or said and getting them to solve your specific problem. Okay, now look at the structure of this prompt, because this is where the magic happens. You tell the AI, act as my mentor board, and you name the specific people. Then you lay out your exact challenge. But here's the crucial part. You ask it to analyze where their advice would actually clash and then build you a single, balanced action plan from all that. I mean, that is some next-level strategic thinking right there. All right, let's get even more tactical. Think about interview prep. You can just feed the AI your resume and the job description, and bam, it can predict the most likely questions, help you craft killer answers, point out your weak spots, and even come up with smart questions for you to ask them. It's basically like having an inside coach on your team. And what about something as stressful as salary negotiation? Well, here's a 4-step AI strategy. Step 1, you work with it to define your leverage points. Step 2, it generates the exact script you should use. Step 3, and this is so important, it preps you for all the likely counteroffers. And finally, step 4, it helps you build a plan for what to do if the answer is no. It's a complete playbook, all laid out for you. Okay, so we've covered the external game, right? The career strategy stuff. But what about the internal game? You know, what's going on inside your own head? Well, it turns out AI can be an incredibly powerful mirror for mastering your mindset and making better decisions. I mean, we all face these huge, life-altering choices, don't we? Stay in the safe job or launch that startup. The real power of using AI here is that it has zero emotional bias. None. You can just lay out all the options, your fears, your goals, and use it as a totally logical sounding board to really pressure test your own thinking. But here's the thing. Making the right choice isn't just about the pros and cons list. How can you make the right choice if you don't really get your own programming, your own internal wiring? What are your biases, your blind spots? What really drives you? And this is where it gets really fascinating. You can have a structured chat with an AI about how you handle things: stress, success, conflict, whatever, and then ask it to analyze your own words. The output you get back isn't some vague horoscope. It's a data-driven breakdown of your personal operating system. It shows you your dominant traits, your blind spots, and even the kinds of environments where you're basically built to succeed. So what's the point of all this analysis? Well, self-awareness is kind of useless if you don't do anything with it, right? The real goal of these mindset prompts is to cut through all the noise and pinpoint that one single belief that's probably holding you back from getting what you want. Okay, so we've gone from the 30,000-foot view of your career down into your own mindset. Now, let's bring it right down to ground level. Let's talk about engineering your actual day-to-day life for more effectiveness and, honestly, more fulfillment. Let's start with something we can all relate to: money. You can literally upload a bank statement and ask an AI to act as a brutally honest financial advisor. And I mean brutally honest. It's not going to sugarcoat anything. It'll show you clear as day the gap between what you think you're spending and where your money is actually going.
And habits. Oh man, we've all been there, right? We try to build a new habit, it lasts a week, and then we fail. So instead of just relying on willpower, which we know doesn't work, you can get an AI to design a whole system for you. It'll look at your past failures and your actual life to build a realistic 4-week plan. A plan that includes tiny starts, setting up your environment for success, and even a plan for how to get back on track when you inevitably slip up.
And seriously, the applications for this stuff are pretty much endless. You can get it to design a fitness and diet plan that you can actually stick to, or identify realistic side gigs based on your skills, or you can curate your social media feed so you're actually learning something. It can even find high-value networking events happening right in your city.
Here's probably the best way to frame all of this. You are the CEO of your life. You set the vision, you set the big goals. And AI, that's your elite operational team, the ones who execute the strategy and optimize all the systems to make it happen.
Okay, let's bring this all home. We've talked about career, we've talked about mindset, we've talked about daily life. So what's the common thread here? What's the real takeaway from all of this?
Yeah, we've been talking about 26 prompts, pointing toward the year 2026. It's a nice, memorable number, for sure. But honestly, the number itself, that's not the point.
Because these prompts, they're not just commands you type into a machine. Think of them more like keys. Each one is a very specific, structured question designed to unlock a particular door to your own potential, to your own clarity, to your own capability.
And that really brings us to the final, most important point. We live in an age of infinite answers, right? You can find an answer to anything. So the only real advantage you have, the only edge, is the quality of your questions. The quality of your life is going to be a direct reflection of the quality of the questions you ask.
So, as we're looking ahead to 2026 and beyond, the only real question left is the one that you have to answer for yourself. What will you ask?